from chess.com. We have with us Grandmaster Surya Sekhar Ganguly. Welcome, Dada, to chess.com
Hey,
India.
hi Niranjan, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. How is life there in Kolkata?
Beautiful, beautiful as always.
Beautiful. Okay. So, you are the first guest in this series where we do 20 questions and 20 games with the star. The idea is to give the chance to the subscribers to play you and also ask some questions.
Right, looking forward to it.
Okay.
So, I know already like whom I'm playing, or you'll pick up randomly?
We have some people who are interested to play, and we will pick some names from those who have already expressed interest, and then we'll also pick those who are subscribers of our YouTube channel and are live with us in the chat.
Right, sure.
Okay. That the
Like we used to play this in childhood, yeah. This 20 question, like you have to guess some character. It sounds somewhat like that to me.
There is one segment which is something like that, which I already tried with Arvind last time.
Mm-hmm.
So now, before we begin, I just want to make sure that our sound is okay. So yeah, the sound is okay on the first link. To make some changes. Okay, mic check. This is fine. Can you say something?
Hello, hello. 1, 2, 5,
Yes,
7,
this is
39.
this is good, and this is also good. Yeah, I think we are all set. All right. So hello, welcome chat. We are going to do the first question now, and you can
Again?
also see also. Pardon?
No, I'm just seeing the photo in YouTube. Like you've got all this question mark. It looks interesting.
Yes. So the first question is as follows, and it's asked by Sudhanshu Sharma on Instagram. And I think this is a question that a lot of players usually have. Do you think players like me, he mentions himself, who started chess very late but love the game, should continue to pursue chess?
Absolutely. It's like saying somebody who started doing, let's say, yoga or swimming or going to gym, very late, and that person is asking, should he continue or not? Of course, I mean, this is a lifelong thing. It's chess is also like a brain gym. So playing chess is simply good for your brain. So why shouldn't you do this? You should do
Okay.
this throughout your life, of course.
So you see this more as a way of life and maybe an addition to your life, and you don't see that as something which is coming under the category or necessary or not necessary. So you see this as like a walking thing.
Basically, I think just playing chess, it's good for your mental health. So I don't see any disadvantage of not playing chess. I mean, why shouldn't you pursue?
Okay, thank you. So there you have answered the first question. So that's a tick. And I think it's time to start your first game. Are you on chess.com/live?
Uh, yes, I am.
And
Yeah,
then I
okay.
think the game will start automatically. We have international master Rakesh who is helping us with the games. He's also the director of chess.com India.
Okay, so I don't accept any challenge. It just starts automatically and it's bullet, yeah?
Yeah, it's sometimes bullet and sometimes 3 minute game.
Okay,
So the particulars are sorted by Rakesh, and he already has a list of players who are likely to play you. And
all right.
sometimes we will also pick from the stream. And I'm waiting for Rakesh to start the game.
I mean, it started, yeah?
Yeah, so I have the game
So this is
already.
5 minutes. And I'm playing Vidit Gujarati, yeah? Vidit Gujarati with 1839 rating. Seems wrong. It seems wrong.
Yeah, actually his username is not Vidit Gujarati.
Thanks for letting me know. I was otherwise getting very confused.
Okay, let me get the game because I haven't got the game yet. You are Surya Ganguly on chess.com, right? Yeah, I've got it.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, so this will be 5 minutes game, yeah?
Yeah, this will be a 5 minute game. You can share your thoughts during the game if you have anything to say pertaining to the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we have, I think, started the
So
stream smoothly.
yeah. Okay, I'm just playing something normal, as normal as possible.
Do you play Sissin and Alapin from White Side? Have you ever tried?
I have never played a single game on Alapin from White Side. No, just like not a single game.
Acha, I
So
have played Alapin quite a lot. And any reason for this reluctance?
I don't know. None that comes in mind actually. I was a bit scared of Castle Knight 8, so Bishop H7.
Ah, but you have not knight on d7.
Yeah, now that's why I started the Knight on D7.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's going fine so far.
So I can draw arrows. Does it show? Oh, no, I cannot draw arrows. Okay.
No, I think you tell me the arrows and I can draw it for you.
No, it's fine. So yeah, basically I'm trying to get. If I can get my bishop out, it will be good.
Huh. Okay. I'm thinking of something like queen e2, queen c2. So what do you think, Dada? Do you think the game is rated or unrated?
I absolutely do not care.
Okay.
I mean, even if I lose, like 50 ratings on chess.com, I first of all, I mean, okay, it's an online rating platform, yeah.
Yeah.
And also in general, I don't give too much value to these ratings.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, you can make it rated also. I'll not have any problem.
Uh-huh, okay. I think Rakesh has made this as unrated.
So now I like my position actually. My knight is well placed. My bishop is good,
But some
and
of
some
them might say white has double bishop.
yeah, but this d2 bishop is not doing much. I'm thinking, should I go bishop e4 or not? You know what? Let me put bishop e4. I can do it actually. Why not? Yeah, let's improvise. So I get my bishop to a better square. If he takes, I take, and d2 is hanging. If he
Mm-hmm.
goes back, I play rook c8. Maybe change the bishop at some point.
Queen
Queen
d2.
b2. Should I play rook c8 or bishop d3? Wait, if I play bishop d3, he has to go what? Bishop b3, yeah?
Yeah, he can't take because of the fork.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let me put that bishop on d3 first.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to go, I don't know, bishop d3. Then I'm thinking maybe I can again pull back my bishop, probably on g6 or something.
Yeah.
Trying to get knight d3. Now I really, or maybe bishop a6 is possible. Right? No, I put it on g6.
Yeah. So he goes for bishop g6. Actually, you're playing against one of our moderators, chess.com India's YouTube moderator.
Who is he?
His name is Mrinal.
Okay. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible.
Bishop
So,
e1.
should I get technical here? Knight d3 or bishop d3? There's knight a4. Knight
Yeah.
a4 forces him to go to
c1.
queen c1. A lot of options actually.
So have you ever played a game like this, like streaming and playing?
Uh, I must have played, no?
Because when on your channel you usually do either puzzle rush, survivals, or interviews, or some kind of topic that you teach. But I have personally not
Oh,
seen you play.
not much actually. That's true. Not much. I haven't played much. So let me pick up some pawns.
Hmm.
Oh, there is no increment, right?
This is 5 plus 0, no increment.
Yeah.
So you have already played in those years where there was no increment and sudden death finish, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So how different was the transition? Were you able to easily make that transition when there was an increment involved?
So increment was good actually. Increment. Also, we were playing with all this Russian clocks. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those are very tricky to play. With just a second. I'm just thinking. Should I go knight d3 or should I take the knight a4? Take on c3. He goes rook c1. After rook c1, I'm not completely sure how I'm protecting this pawn.
Yeah, I think you should now switch to the bullet mode because you're having less than 90
Okay.
seconds. So
I'll
bishop
try to
is
play a bit faster.
okay. It's opposite color bishops. So we have about 80 viewers already. Welcome, guys. For those who have joined, this is a special series we are doing with stars of India, where you get to play them and also ask some questions.
So my bishop is slightly better. Some pawns will fall at some point. You know,
Yeah,
not much. Okay, now I should be able to just take some pawns.
yeah, and then you have
And
these
try,
two extra pawns.
yeah, and try to win with that. Also, I don't see any attack on the king side, so probably I can simply play a5, a4, a3.
Mm-hmm. So white is probably trying to attack something on the king side because of this h6 pawn. Maybe bishop h2, g4, g5 might happen. Let's see how he deals with it.
At some point, I might simply change.
Change queens
Yeah. Also, moves like queen b2 is very annoying. Yeah. To fix.
to queen
Yeah.
to
To fix.
defense.
Yeah. And now a3, a2 comes. At least I'm ahead on time now.
Yeah, plus position as well. So this game is going to be yours, I think. But throughout the game, I observed that you did not do anything special.
No, I
Just
didn't do. I told you I wanted to keep it very simple as possible.
yeah,
Also, why didn't make any blunder as such?
yeah. He did not hang pieces, which is usually what a lot of players do at
Yeah,
1800, 1400, 1200. Yeah.
yeah, right.
So they won the first game. That's good. All right. Let's move on to the second question. So this time I'm going to introduce that segment which I told you about. So there is a question that we have received, and I'll read
Oh,
out the question. After I read out the question, you have to tell me who that person is, who must have asked the question.
what? What is this?
So you will have like 20 chances, to guess exactly who that player is.
I mean, somebody will ask me when did I start playing chess, and I have to.
No, no. I deliberately, I'm using this question here because that person is somebody you know.
Okay,
All right.
shoot.
So the question is as follows: does Arya like the Berlin as white or black?
Sethu.
No. So last one chance there.
Do I get a hint?
Indian national champion.
Oh, there are so many Indian national. Okay, Arvind.
No. So
No idea.
you should ask some questions like, is that player?
Okay, okay, I could ask some question. Okay,
Yeah,
fine. First of all, boy or a girl?
girl.
National champion girl. November. So, okay. Um, who is it? Bhakti.
No, four down. You
Hang
have
on.
just two more chances.
Okay, two more chances. Has she played Olympiad?
Yes.
So now I have just one chance, yeah?
Yeah.
No, like this is by guessing or
It's
I have
like
a question.
you have a question and then you have to guess.
I have a question and I have to guess. Okay. So she has played Olympiad. So this is, we are narrowing down. So it has to be between Padmini, Harika, Soumya, Hampi. I really doubt. So it has to be between these three. How can
Okay.
I? Okay. So how can I eliminate two out of three here? Um, okay. If Bhuvaneshwar.
Yes.
Is she from Bhuvaneshwar? Okay, Padmini. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So she asked this question about your daughter.
Yeah. So Arya basically plays hand and brain with me. She's
Hmm.
the brain and I am the hand, and she kind of dictates, yeah, what to do, and I have to do it accordingly.
You
Whether
know,
she likes bowling,
acha.
uh, I mentioned Sagar, like yeah, right now she just enjoys Lucena and nothing else. Yeah,
So did you make a post about it on social media? Something connected to Berlin because two players had the same question.
yeah. If you go to my Insta, right, you will see I have a position with a
Uh-huh.
chess set,
Mm-hmm.
and that particular position was Berlin. It was kept randomly. Actually, not randomly. If you can pick up that photo, I don't know if you have it here. Uh, that particular chess set which I have,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it is the theme is World War,
Theme is
and
World War. Okay.
yeah,
What's
the
your
chess set.
Instagram handle?
What's my Instagram ID? How do I see it?
Surya
Hold on.
Ganguly Chess?
Should be,
Yeah, Surya Sekhar Chess.
yeah, Surya Sekhar Chess. Yeah,
So I'm now checking the board.
yeah. So if
Okay.
you zoom to that board, you will see it is based on a World War theme. And actually, Padmini gifted me the board in Moscow.
Ah,
So,
okay.
so the Russians are playing German,
Mm-hmm.
and I always have a, but I typically keep certain position which has got some meaning.
Okay.
So in this particular board, I have Berlin, since it's it's like a war and Russia is fighting against Germans,
Okay.
and yeah, that's why there is Berlin.
Yeah, I got the picture. Yeah, it's a nice chess set. I'm wondering where she got it from.
Moscow, I told you.
Moscow, okay. Yeah, it's a cute set.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have answered the second question. I think it's now time to start the next game. All right. So I think the second game will start now.
Yeah, that's the board.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time I'm playing 3 minutes.
Yeah. You're playing against Adian Bharatia. Bharatia. Okay, you're
So
black.
it's not making any move.
I think it will start. Like the player may not have noticed that the game has started.
Do I get walkover then?
Yes, you might get. You know, I started my chess with a walkover. Like I went to the
Seriously?
hall. Yeah, my opponent was not there. First game of my tournament.
There were times when I used to be happy. A game about it.
Okay, I think the next one will begin. So you were saying something.
Yeah, I said there was a point when I used to enjoy, sometimes to go to tournament hall and get a free point like this. But
Okay, and then
yeah, not anymore. Sorry.
and not anymore. So nowadays, of course, I also know the feeling.
Hey,
The
the same guy is asking for a rematch. Should I accept?
Wait for Rakesh's message. Let me check. One moment. Yeah, I think you can accept the rematch. Yeah.
Okay, I accepted it. Okay. What did I play last time? Last game was Sicilian.
Yeah, this is French. And by the way, French, uh, like what is the connection with the French? When did you start learning French?
Um, I think 2005. Ah, yeah, it's interesting how I started playing French. So I was playing against, I was playing in national championship, and I was playing against Amar Venkatesh.
Okay.
And wait, am I getting something? Can I take Bishop F2 and Queen takes B2?
Yeah, that's interesting. Two pieces are hanging then. Knight and the rook.
Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, okay, let's go for it. Oh, wait. I just ran into some trap.
Queen a1
Queen A1, Bishop B5, yeah?
and then
And Queen
queen
C5.
b2.
Queen C5.
Uh-huh.
I just ran into some trap.
Maybe it is not. You never know.
Wait, Queen C5, maybe Bishop B5. There should be some Queen G2 check. You know what? If he wins, he wins. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's a trap and it is most likely losing. Most likely losing. It's a very well-known trap, if I recall correctly. But anyways, we'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see because there is check.
Now
Oh,
you have to think.
I cannot check. So I have to play. I can play F6, right? Takes. We'll see. If he mates me, he mates me.
Yeah, I think this is a kind of position that will definitely feature in your part 6 if you ever do favorite positions of a chess coach,
Yeah.
because I think there was another move instead of f6, but I don't know how good it is, but it looked very flashy, the queen f1 check.
No, but Queen F1 King B2. I saw that, and then I didn't say a follow up immediately.
And then
Maybe I
oh
could do then. I could do then Knight C6 takes Rook B8 check. That was possible actually.
yeah,
Uh, also I can take
so mate
here.
in one is threatened. Let's see.
This could be completely lost also actually for me. I just have no clue how I'm defending this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at least let me play fast here.
Yeah,
Looks like totally gone. Looks totally gone.
yeah, seems
After I
like.
took Queen B2, I realized this is some sort of a trap.
Okay, this is
That I
something that's completely out of my territory. I have never seen this.
Yeah, this is just over. I don't see a way.
Okay. So maybe your opponent is a theoretician, or maybe he just knows
Doesn't
this
matter.
particular trap.
Yeah, doesn't matter. He played good. He won. Yeah, I don't see anything to save this game. I just don't see anything. It's mate.
King g6. Will it be a mate on e4?
This is mate. 100 ways to mate here.
Yeah. All right. Adyan one Baratia. Good game. But he's taking his time. I see a mate, but let's see.
Very weird, yeah. When there is mate in two, he's thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Mate with the king on
Beautiful.
e4. Okay. Fine. But I had one question in this game. After king c1, queen f1 check, king b2. How about queen takes b5?
Yeah, probably I should have done that. No, but he didn't play king d2. No, he played knight d1. Knight d1. Yeah, maybe I had to take there. Yeah.
No,
No,
I'm
queen
talking
h3 I
about.
could not do. There's queen e7 mate. No.
No, that's a check, right? Position after
No.
queen c5, queen into g2 check,
King f1.
king c1,
Yeah.
and then queen f1 check.
So knight d1. No, no, don't play king d2. No. Play knight d1.
Ah, this is the move I missed. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
this is
No, no,
something.
I'm sure this was some sort of a trap. Yeah. Black is not supposed to take here.
Wow, that looked crazy. Yeah. Okay. All right. On to the
But was
next.
there a draw? No, there is no draw. Yeah.
I thought
I could
that
take I could take queen takes g5 and play that position
knight
instead of f,
g5.
and then play knight c6.
Ah, okay. Just give up the queen and play. Okay. All right. On to the next question now. All right. So here comes the next question. This is asked by Sarhil Khan. He wants to know the story behind how you started playing chess and at what age.
Okay, so I started playing chess at the age of 5,
Mm-hmm.
and my grandfather taught me chess. Basically, I was a very naughty kid.
Mm-hmm.
My passion was, to take arrows and hit on people because I was a
Okay.
big fan of Mahabharata.
Okay.
So kind of calm me down. Initially, they taught me cards, but then I was playing all sorts of gambling game. I learned also in cards,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
Patti they got, and yeah, then subsequently I got into chess.
Okay.
So my grandfather taught me chess in Indian chess rule. Then my mom taught me the basic, international rules. So that's how I picked up. And I was doing lots of other sports in general, like throughout my career. But chess has been something that was that gave me the most pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, but I know for sure that you are also into other board games, and probably in my circle you are the only one who plays a lot of board games.
Oh, I infected a lot of people with this habit. I have like I don't know, more than 50 board games, and I'm playing various other board games. Most of them are not available in India.
So where does one start with if they want to like play a board game?
I There's a site boardgamesarena.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot of board games there. Like you can play a lot of board games there. So I'm usually playing there, and also yeah, most of the time, when I'm going abroad, I'm also bringing a lot of board games that are not available here.
Ah,
So that's
okay.
how. So I got a huge collection of board games now.
Okay. Someday when I visit you, I'll definitely check.
Yeah.
All right. On to the next game. So now I think Rakesh will start next game with you. I think that's going to be a bullet.
Okay.
Have you played
So far,
bullet tournaments?
actually, yeah, I thought of nowadays. I feel like if I play tournaments, it should rather be bullet. If they're the game started, by the way.
Yeah.
Bullets are probably better than 3 minutes because there is no room to cheat.
Ah, okay.
But then again, there are like pre moves and so on. Yeah.
Yeah. Some platforms have pre-moves like chess.com has. I've seen some amazing videos of players where they finish the entire game just by pre-moves. Have you looked at those
Yeah, yeah.
videos?
Yeah, I have seen some of Naka's videos.
So the other
Okay, here I'm.
day, yeah, this is d6.
This is just over.
I sense a Mora Gambit kind of a situation.
Yeah. No, also is
Yeah, this is killer.
just come back.
So the other day when I got a chance to pre-move like the entire sequence of the final combination, my opponent
Mhm.
resigned and he did not let me finish that.
Yeah.
So in this game, I think it's like time advantage plus the king is suffering. Wow, this is a miniature win.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we also did a miniature win of Grandmaster Ganguly's game in the series where we took the top 10 players and did their miniature wins. I think you can check that playlist if you are interested. On to the next question. All right, let me get to the next question. The next question is by Gaurav Yadav. The question is simple. What is the effective way to improve middle game strategy in particular?
Um, I would say solve lots of positions. So that's the first thing always.
Mm-hmm.
And books will help a lot. So there are many books depending on what kind of strength you have. Like
Let's
obviously
see.
if you're a 1700 player, you need a different kind of book. If you are an international master or grandmaster, you need different kind of books. So there are various books available.
Okay, let's put 1200 to 1800 as a range.
Yeah, so I would say again there are so many options available. There are like Yusupov series which are very good. Doreski series, of course. I mean, and in general, any books solving endgames, even for like to enhance your understanding. Even if you want to learn middle game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll be surprised. Like let's say to improve calculation, king pawn endgame will help you a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So so that kind of thing, and then see games of classics. So like all these previous world champions and how the how the chess developed.
Okay.
This will help to improve your general understanding for the game. And
Yeah.
what we should avoid is too much of computer engine.
Okay.
And if you're like just sitting there and like only playing bullets and solving some puzzles, it will not lead you anywhere end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So better to read books, see games, analyze your own games,
Okay. I
and
think you answered like three questions in that one answer, which was very,
yeah.
which is very
No,
cool.
because this is very common thing, right? I get lots of such questions in general. We are obsessed of. That's why I said I don't care about rating.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if this game I would lose some rating, I'll simply not bother because it is not reflecting my actual chess strength. Likewise, it is not reflecting for my opponent also. So
Uh-huh.
just by playing blitz or bullet, we are not learning that much. It's good. I'm not discouraging it. It is very good for your reflex and everything. But when it comes to actual classical chess, then you need a different kind of a skill altogether.
Okay. Thank you very much for that answer. With that, I think next game is going to start. Yes. This time you're playing Akash.
Oh, okay. So now I know. So I play 5-3-1,
Something
right?
like that. Yes. London.
Okay, let me just do something. This is not exactly London though.
This is Barry. How do you call it?
I am very bad with names. I mean, you don't believe how bad I am with opening names. I just don't know these things properly at all.
Yeah, I remember once when I asked you for Chessophile show, you told me the same thing that you're not sure about the names. How are you going to do the show?
Yeah, yeah,
But I really liked that at least you were very interested in doing the episode. Some players were like very reluctant and said, "No, I don't want to come to your show because you will ask questions." Would you
Why?
like?
So my thing is very simple. Yeah, like if I play a game, either I win or I'm learning, or both actually. So same. If I come to your show and you are asking me something which I don't know, either I know it and I'm answering, otherwise I'm learning something new. So
Yeah,
I don't see what is the disadvantage.
yeah. So that's a growth mindset.
Yeah. So what should I do? Knight c6, c6, rook e8.
Hmm. White's placement is quite awkward. I think any developing move would be good. one
Yeah,
of the
I'm thinking for a very weird move. Let me go with that.
b6.
Provoking bishop e4. So basically, I thought if bishop e4, I'll play c6 and then I'll go f5 e4. And otherwise, I get my bishop in nice place.
Yeah, bishop b7. Okay, since the bishop is on d3, knight e5 is not coming.
Yeah.
So let's see what's happening in the chat. Wow. So let me try to change some things in the username.
Not super happy with my position though. Guess I have to take.
So there is this thing that's done in the streams that sometimes they show the games and then they try to guess the ratings of the players based on the moves. So
Okay.
have you seen such a stream before?
No.
So in this case, I don't think your opponent is like 1700. Is playing stronger than that in my view.
Yes. So far, he has played all the correct moves.
Yeah. He
Can do
seems to
something.
be having his birthday on 15th April based on his username, but I could be wrong.
15th April 2004.
Yeah.
So
Do
I've
you?
got a bad position.
Pardon?
So I said my position is not great.
Okay.
So I have to, yeah, I have to see how to hold.
I think once you get rid of the e4 knight is when you will have sunshine.
I think once he comes down to 1 minute, it should be fine.
Okay.
Uh, Let me at least try to complicate.
So you have played against many players in national teams. Have you ever
Mhm.
come close to like losing against any of the first round, second round events in national teams?
Once I was in danger. It was in Bhubaneswar actually.
I think I played that event. That's
And
why I'm asking.
when this happened, I think just like couple of months before this tournament, someone was saying, when was the last time you drew with let's say a below 2200 player?
Okay.
And I could not remember. And then I'm playing an 1800 and suddenly I'm completely lost.
Yeah, I think I remember this.
Yeah. Uh, Essentially one game, right? It just absolutely anything is possible.
Hmm.
Should be able to crawl out. Okay, so one knight is fixed. Let me, yeah, okay, let me play just something, some prophylaxis.
So what was the idea of King G7?
So I want to get my knight on c5, but once I play that, right, he takes, and there is rook d8. And
Oh,
now also here I wanted to take and play knight c5. So my f6 bishop is kind of protected.
okay.
And if he plays knight g5, then I have h6, yeah?
Yeah, there is no knight e6 because you have
There
knight.
is no knight e6.
I think you have like managed to come close to equality now.
Yeah. Also, now I'm looking forward actually. Okay, I'll get knight e4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I can kick this rook out, or this rook out first of all. Then I'll think what to do. Because I still have some issue with my b8 knight.
Mm-hmm.
Fix that. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, so now if I play knight a6, he has rook d7 check, and I'm unable to play rook e7.
Oh, because of the e5
Let
pawn.
me, yeah, so let me now crawl out once again. So now when I will go knight a6, he'll give check, I'll play rook e7, and I have king e7.
Yeah.
So now my other knight is coming.
This is effective prophylaxis.
Yeah.
Do note that your opponent might be listening to you while you're playing.
Okay, so that's even good, no?
Yeah, so you're like, मैं यही खेलूंगा, आप जो करना है कर लो.
Yeah. So I'll take, let's try to keep things simple. 97, I take here. Rook d6, yeah? Yeah, rook d6 is a smart move. But I have rook c8 with a trap in mind.
Trap. Okay.
So
What?
knight d3 was knight b7, yeah? So that was the point.
Oh, the awkward rook.
Yeah, and now again this rook I would like to get rid of. So let me get rid of this one rook. If I get rid of one rook, then again I'm doing better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those king moves have now certainly helped you.
Yeah, king g7 and king f7 was nice. Do I change the knight or not? What should I do? Let's wait for a while. Let's see what he's doing.
But I have a feeling as if you played this as if it's a classical game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe should I play? Let me play b5 to create a square on b6. My pawn on e5 is good. It is restricting his knight on
both the squares.
E2. Yeah. So knight c3, there is no threat. So let me start on the king side now.
Very good. Yeah. This high level chess.
Yeah. Now I'll go rook h8, h4 and target the e2 pawn. So this move e4 doesn't bother me because if he takes, I take with the pawn, and then g file is good for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's time to make. Should I shift now? Yeah, let's. There is. It's also bishop f2. Okay, let's shift. Oh, I have just 29 seconds.
Yeah.
So knight e2, I wanted to play b4. That was very interesting move also.
Yeah, knight has nowhere to go.
Yeah. Now, so now it's mostly about time.
Yeah.
Play a bit fast. Rook c3 is not there. Yeah. But anyway, this position was better for me.
Oh, I really like this game. It's very instructive. Okay. All right. Next question. Let me see. What's the next question? All right. So the next question is by Ajan Anthony. What is your way of handling defeats in a early round of a tournament and then making a comeback? What is
You're seeing it right here, right now, no? Like not getting bothered.
Not getting bothered? What do you mean?
No, I mean I just lost a game here also, right? In the early rounds. But it doesn't bother my mood.
Yeah, correct. I observed that. Like you took it very calmly and then you just went to the next question.
Yeah. No, there at some point I remember I was taking it very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even now I take it seriously. Like if I lose a game, I'll walk on that. Why did I lose on that game? But it doesn't mean like you have to kill yourself and you have to get so mad that subsequent games you cannot play.
Mm-hmm.
End of the day, it is just a game. That's it.
So did
And
you develop this through a lot of self-talk or did it come to you naturally?
no, I think it changed a lot over a period of time. And I would also like to thank my trainer Vishnu, who helped me a lot, to overcome all these things. So I also had a lot of issues with losing games.
Okay.
But also the same goes when I'm having a worse position.
Mm-hmm.
So like you saw even here when I was having worse position, it was not like I was suffering a lot. So
Yes.
suffering is purely self-imposed. We can get
Oh,
rid of that part. We can get rid of that part completely.
so that's like Buddha had said, no, that suffering is
Yeah, pain is
optional.
inevitable. Suffer is a choice. Yeah. So it is same like during a game or when you lose a game, you can appreciate. You can still appreciate the beauty,
Mm-hmm.
and you can still learn something, and you can move on.
Yeah, I really liked that. So Grandmaster Vishnu Prasanna is he's also like, for those of you who don't know, he's a Grandmaster from India, and you will definitely see his video when we do it on his birthday. He has also trained a lot of players, and Grandmaster Ganguly has also worked with him. Okay, now before going to the next game, let me just try to change the size of the usernames. Give me a moment.
Size of what? The username of my, so my username will be changed now or what?
No, no, don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's for me. Okay, I think it should be done. And now, yeah, the name is bigger. All right. Yeah, the name is bigger, and I think we are ready for the next game.
Bullet. Now it's bullet. Yeah?
Yeah. All right. Chess
So
M5987.
okay.
Ah, free pawn.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just develop normally. Let's see. So I'm a pawn up. Let's keep things simple. I'll change queens. Probably go for c5.
C5. Oh, there he drops another. Another. Okay.
Okay, let's protect this pawn. Now knight d2, knight c4 should happen. Playing h3 is always good, just in case. Now
So looks for
b3,
the king.
knight b3. Now just take the pawn, put the knight on c6. Oh, no, here I'll play b4.
Protecting the knight.
And now, yeah, okay, let's let him take this.
Nice combination.
And now b6, b7 wins. Yeah.
Yeah, rook takes a4, then this pawn cannot be stopped.
Okay, I can also make three moves.
Yes.
At least something I have learned from the kids.
Yeah.
I'll probably think a bit now. And how do I mate? Okay. Let me do this and check should be mate.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
All right. Then it was a very convincing game. Thing very straightforward. Okay. So the next question is by Akash Gupta 38. He's saying that what are the tips you could give to a player who constantly comes in time pressure, especially against a higher rated opponent?
Uh, Time pressure comes mainly because of one reason:
Mm-hmm.
hesitation and lack of confidence.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And one thing you can check with any person, yeah, those who comes into time pressure, they are rechecking the variation which they are thinking. This is
Yes.
the topmost cause. Whatever you are calculating, you want to make sure, you want to check it again, and you want to check it again, and you want to do it again. Now there are some exceptional players. Let's keep them aside, like Grischuk and all. We are not talking about those genius,
Yes.
but other than that, players who are coming into time pressure, they are overthinking. And one idea could be when you're playing training games, simply stop rechecking. Play
Mm-hmm.
some training games from a complicated position and stop rechecking all the time.
Okay.
And solve combination. This will also help to gain the speed. Another thing I would like to emphasize on is so sports kind of reflects our personality. So whatever we are doing in life, like whatever is our personality, right, that gets kind of reflected in the sport. No matter what sport you're playing, if you're playing
Mm-hmm.
tennis, badminton, whatever it is, the personality kind of gets reflected. So those who are also coming into time pressure, you will most likely see that in real life also they're hesitating. Like the decisions are not spontaneous.
Uh-huh.
So if you fix this, the other one will also get fixed. So the decision
Okay.
has to be practical and spontaneous. I mean, that's again, nobody told me this. This is my own interpretation.
Yeah, it's a good
Uh,
insight. So you're saying the shadow, our shadow also plays against us or for us. So we also have to like change other aspects of our lives to accommodate the good changes in our game.
yeah, yeah. And sports, like in general, everybody has their mask. Yeah, like the way I'm talking with you, I'll not talk with, let's say, some other person. Like we all have a different kind of personality.
Correct.
But in sports, that mask is taken off. So we are like truly ourselves when we are playing any kind of sport, and
Yeah.
then the personality is getting reflected.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you for that. Let's go on to the next game.
Now again, 5 minutes. Yeah.
Let's see what our director Rakesh has in mind in the game. Will begin now. Yeah.
So what all did I play?
I've played King's Indian kind of a structure, French, Owen's defense. Have you played this in over the board tournament?
Not yet.
So this is the hippopotamus.
Yeah.
You know, two grandmasters have played this against me in a over the board event.
Who are they?
One is a Turkish GM, and another I think is Debashis Das. The game was similar to this. Correct me if I am wrong. From the understanding that I have, one pawn
Mhm.
break is what decides the game for white. I think like white should have some pawn break in the middle, which is what will decide.
Yeah. Uh, but it's not very easy to play. Of course, like black is just having a completely horrible position, but it's not easy to break.
Yeah,
So should I go for f5 or what should I do?
yeah.
Maybe.
I would have done f5, but why did you not play f5? What was the reasoning?
I didn't feel like I'm ready yet. I don't like my bishop on b7 also. So first of all, I wanted to take this bishop. Let me first
Oh,
eliminate that bishop. And now I should be ready to play f5 at some point, but let me open this file. So if he plays b4, my rook is getting activated. Now I'll go king h8 and h5, f5.
so you don't want to be in the range of the bishop.
Yeah, yeah. And also I have all the time in the world. I can first play bishop c8 and then go f5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice.
So here I like this move knight g8. It forces him to go back.
Yeah, the knight cannot be protected by any other piece. So,
And then, okay, first of all, he has to wait. Okay, he just dropped it.
uh,
Okay. If he was going back, then I was planning to play h5 and bishop h6.
okay. Yeah, that's a nice idea. Then you want to go like
Oh, he played a move, yeah.
delay f5 as much as you can.
Yeah. Now I don't have to play f5 at all. So picking up another material.
So have you watched this movie called All the Best
No.
in
What is
Hindi?
it about?
It's a
What is it
it's a
about?
comedy film.
I actually haven't seen a lot of Hindi movies, to be honest.
Okay. Because this joke of F5 reminds me of, I mean, this F5 break reminds me of a scene in that movie.
F5 break reminds you of a Hindi movie, huh?
That
Interesting.
scene.
Go on.
So there
Go
is
on.
this scene in which they are living in Goa and they have to rent a vehicle to race.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a vehicle of their own, but they need somebody to pay their entry fees of that race.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, the vehicle goes and they are in the vehicle. The actors are the racers and they are in the vehicle. And there is this one button in that vehicle that's called booster button.
Mm-hmm.
So you compare it with F5 brake. Okay. And
Yeah.
in the movie, his friend is asking him to turn on that boost, but that driver is saying, not now, not now. So it goes on like that, and the inverse of the joke is that when he actually turns it on, then like when he actually presses that button, the vehicle suddenly becomes so fast and then it brakes. So that's a joke for when a brake is a blunder, like you delayed so much that
Yeah.
it ultimately becomes a blunder when you make it.
Yeah.
I think you should watch that scene. You will find it on YouTube. Yeah. So this game you're about to clinch. F3 pawn. So here is something you might not know, that if there is a pawn on F3 and you get to mate on G2 on H3, there is a name for it. There is a mating pattern.
There are so many things I don't know, like so many.
Yeah.
So if I mate on G2, okay, I'll mate on G2. So what will happen if I
So
mate
it's
on G2?
called Lolly's mate.
Lolly's mate. Okay.
LOLLI. So just show it to viewers. His opponent resigned, but this is the mate he was hoping for. Nice. Okay. On to the next question now. The next question is by Karan. His question is very simple. How to deal with the pressure of playing a higher rated opponent?
Don't feel confident when you're playing a lower rated opponent.
Okay.
You know, if a person has got inferiority complex, he will also have a superiority complex. It cannot happen one way. It's not a one way traffic. So every person, if you are scared of playing, let's say a 2700 player, that means when you're playing a lower rated player, you are feeling overconfident,
Okay.
and both are not ideal.
So
You have to just play the position. You have to just play the position.
it's not the
I had a very practical experience on this.
Mm-hmm.
So in recent times, one of my best performance was in World Team,
Okay.
and I got a position against an international master. He was like 2460 or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in my preparation.
Mm-hmm.
The guy played a move which was not seen by me, like it was not on computer's top list, and it was a sacrifice. He's sacrificing a pawn and an exchange.
Okay.
So now I know that I checked this line with Hari, with Sam, with lots of players. I checked with all the best machines available. I spent a lot of time on this particular variation. There is no way this sacrifice can work, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a move which has been played by him, sacrificing a pawn and an exchange at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The first thought, the moment I saw the move, this was World Teams. I'm playing for India, and we are playing against Egypt. Uh, the first thought that came in my mind was, now he is not going to survive. It's a complicated position. He has played an move that is dubious, so I'm going to crush him no matter what. And this was also the phase, like by then I was training with Vishnu. The
Mm-hmm.
moment I got this thought, immediately I got another thought. Like next round we are going to play against China. So I would be
Okay.
playing against, whether Wei or Yu Yangi.
Okay.
And I started to think, if today on a complicated position, since I'm playing 24, let's say 2400 player, and I'm thinking that I will outcalculate him, tomorrow when I will play a 2760 Yu Yangi, I will have the same complex, right? I will think he will outcalculate me.
Yeah.
And that helped me a lot, because then I simply forgot. I just did not, um, like, the opponent disappeared. I did not have any kind of emotions attached. I thought, and I played a fine game. It helped me to win the next game. So next day I'm playing Yu Yangi, I'm black. This game has been featured in many, like, I think in your site, in chess.com site also. So there was a moment where I have to sacrifice a pawn, an intuitive sacrifice. I took roughly about 3 to 4 minutes to do it, because thanks to the previous game, Yu Yangi was not existing in front of me.
Yeah.
So I was not thinking that I was playing a 2760 play.
Wow. I think this is something that I will also consider in in my future games. This is a very valuable idea. Is this some kind of a Carl Jung philosophy, or is something that came to you by experience, or you read somewhere?
Uh, no, I didn't read it anywhere, but I guess it makes sense, right? To some
Yeah, it
extent,
does. It does.
it makes sense. So
Yeah.
every time, okay, I'm playing, let's say, a lower rated opponent. If I'm cautious, if I tell myself I'm just playing the position, then if I play Carlsen, it doesn't matter. For instance, I'll tell you one thing. As white, I can never play for a draw, no matter whom I'm playing. Whether it's Carlsen, Aronian, Anand, Kramnik, it doesn't matter. So it's simply not possible for me to play for a draw. It's like, let's say I'm playing badminton. Would I play for a draw? I cannot, right?
Yeah.
Playing black is slightly different story, at least. But with white, in my entire career, I had done this only once, when I forced a draw. Actually, twice,
Uh-huh.
because I could not find anything in some particular variation, and I was like, okay, the guy can play seven different options, but if he chooses this one, I'll make a draw. And these two
Acha.
games were against Van Velde and Shirov.
Acha. Okay. Is it in Arkangels?
No, Van Velde was Sveshnikov and Shirov was Botvinnik. Both games I was white,
Uh-huh.
but I
Okay.
don't feel happy about it.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense based on what you've told me. All right. With that, we go to the next game. Let me start the next one. So to sum up what he said, I think he says that if you're having the superiority complex, you'll also have inferiority complex. So it's better to take the position than take the opponent into consideration. So this time it's King's Indian.
Yeah,
Fianchetto.
GT Kitsunian.
Ah, I have seen many games of yours with the black side.
Yeah, I have played a lot of games with this setup.
E3 is new, but okay, E4 is what I have seen.
E3 is also standard move. Nothing wrong with it. It's playing very solid.
And when you are working on King's Indian, do you like also use engine? Because I have heard some people say that engines are not good in King's Indian.
I think, like, it's like engines and anger. Yeah, both are okay as long as they are in your control. And so, if I'm just staring at engine without understanding a single thing, then it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking on D5, since he is going to take, like, he's unable to put any piece there.
This Utsav Banerjee is asking a question. Have you ever been to this Garihat flyover?
Yes, I have been there.
I've also been there. And have you had this tea where Manna Day used to have tea?
No,
I have
no.
been there. Yeah, Dynamic Chess is saying play the position. Easier said than done, but will definitely try. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's always easy to implement when you're playing against weaker player.
Yeah.
Then usually that thought comes, no, I'll win some way or other. I'll win. That's not nice.
Yeah.
So how should I develop my bishop on c8 is a big question for me.
Hmm. What is the evaluation according to you?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I think black should be comfortable. What is? I don't see any problem coming here. But I'm scared of one particular move.
Uh-huh. What is that move? Ah, you are not willing to share it because he might be listening.
I was thinking if a4 is possible, or probably I could have taken. No, here I'm okay. At least my bishop is coming with a tempo.
Right.
I almost removed bishop f5, and then I thought, okay, maybe he would play some knight move.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's quite good, I think. We have reached almost half mark and we have finished 10 games, 10 questions.
Beautiful. Rakesh knows exactly what kind of time control to give him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the hawk is saying, when I said I have absolutely no idea. Uh, just a second, I'm just calculating this variation. If I take knight d5, he plays knight g5, I play knight f6, he plays bishop d5 check, I take check, and I have king f8. I don't see a mate there. Thus, I can't take this pawn.
Uh-huh.
Or should I simply play? You know what? Let's just play in game. I could have taken that pawn, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But why not to play in game?
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
So rook might come to c1.
Yeah, so I'll play rook c8. I'll make sure this he doesn't get the c file. And if he plays bishop h3, then I take and take on d5.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so now I thought I can take and take on d5, and after bishop g2 I have e4. So he's again not getting into c7.
Yeah. The rook cannot come to c7. So are you somebody who can like recall classics in like a few seconds, or you're somebody who like has pattern recognition? Are you somebody who's specific with the classic games, or how is it?
I am someone who knows that he doesn't know a lot of things.
Okay.
And yeah, the pattern recognition is something that I feel it's very common, and also knowing classics helps a lot. But if you start asking me, how many games I know from Zurich 1953, it will be very difficult to tell.
Yeah.
Do you know this person?
No, I don't think so. Who is
You don't
it?
know Captain Haddock.
Captain Haddock.
You haven't heard of Captain Haddock, yeah?
No, I haven't heard. Let me Google him.
What is
Captain
this?
Captain Haddock is a fictional character in Adventures of Tintin. Of course, I have read a book of Tintin, but I did
A
not
book.
take.
You have read a book of Tintin, yeah?
Yeah, there's just one book I've read. I
It's like
think
saying I have seen a movie. What is Bishop E8? Okay, just give something.
I know that you're a fan of Feluda, but I did not know that you also keep track of
Oh, I'm a
Tintin.
big fan of Tintin, like huge fan of Tintin.
Oh, and why so? Like, I can understand Feluda, but why Tintin?
Um, because you have read only one book, so I don't know how to explain. It's very witty,
Uh huh.
and it's full of humor, adventure. And in my childhood, I kind of grew up with it.
Uh huh.
Like they were publishing it in some Bengali magazine called
Oh,
Anando Mela, and there
oh.
I used to read. And only 2 pages would come, like not the entire book, but just the 2 pages, like comics thing.
And then
So I
you'd
was
wait.
collecting, and then you wait exactly.
Those were the
Now I have
days.
the entire set.
Uh-huh. Obviously, yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next question. This
Blistering Barnacle, yeah. Shayok Mollik. Anyways,
blistering
go on.
barnacles.
No,
Oh,
forgive me. Something with Tintin, something with Haddock.
oh. This I'm not sure. So people in the chat actually have read Tintin. Wow. So what's your favorite team in IPL? Vatsal
It's
Singh is
like
asking.
it's also I have to disappoint you guys. I have absolutely no idea about cricket. I mean,
Okay.
if you ask me what are the Indian team, I don't know. I have just zero knowledge here.
Okay.
At one point of a time, I was a fanatic with cricket, but now I don't follow at all.
Uh-huh. So the next question is, what is the approximate difference according to you between chess.com rating and FIDE rating? This is
There is
asked
no
by
relationship
Tanish.
at all.
No relationship.
I mean, what is the difference between, let's say, I'm seeing my printer and, let's say, a mango that is lying in my table?
So it's like that big.
It's like there's just absolutely no relation at all. I don't see. Because, first of all, okay, this is an online platform where mostly blitz rating are getting counted.
Mm-hmm.
So, A, it is blitz, two, it is online. So, a lot of other things, like how is your internet connection, how good you are in flagging, how good you are in pre moves. And FIDE rating is something which is classical.
Yeah.
So it's totally different. But yeah, if you say even like let's say Blitz FIDE rating and Chess.com FIDE rating, then it kind of narrows down. But still, I would say a lot of
Still a huge
difference.
difference. Okay.
I mean, let me put it this way: you can flag Kramnik in Chess.com,
Mm-hmm.
but flagging him in an over-the-board game would be extremely difficult.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, on to the next game. So who is the next lucky person? Let's see. So somebody has a message for you in Bengali. Maybe you could read it.
What is it?
Um, oh, but the message has been retracted. I don't know. He just.
Sharodia edition of Anandomela. What memories? Memories of Tintin. Favorite chess player? No one as of now. Initially, it was Fisher, but now I don't have any particular favorite chess player. I just like certain qualities of certain players. So I don't have any so-called particular favorite chess player. Is Vishnu there? No, it's not here.
Okay. So for some reason, Rakesh isn't here. Let me check.
What is it?
We need somebody to like start the game, right? So let me check. Okay. So while he starts, like while he takes his time to start, let me ask you another question from the list. The next question is, I think will take some time. Your best moments with Anand sir. It's asked by Prachi Rathi. She wants to know your experiences of working with Anand sir.
Best moments. It would be very difficult though. I don't have any.
Maybe you can pick up one moment which you have not talked about anywhere. Maybe not on your YouTube channel, not in any interview, but that made some impression on you.
The biggest one I think I've shared already. Yeah, like what happened after Kramnik match when he came back. Th- that is something which I have shared already. So I don't know if I should share, but that's something what created the biggest impression on me.
Yeah, so they can watch that on your YouTube channel or even in the interviews that you've done with both Anand and his wife, right? It's amazing interviews.
Yeah, something that I have not shared. Very difficult. Oh man. Okay, just a random thought, just a random one. So
Mm-hmm.
Anand is playing in Hyderabad
Mm-hmm.
World Cup he won,
Mm-hmm.
and myself, Sandeepan, Sashi, and Abhijit Kunte, we were also playing there.
Mm-hmm.
And after, oh no, Abhijit was also there. Yeah. So after Anand won the World Cup, um, okay, back then we were not working as such. Like we just, of course, we knew him, we would speak to him, but that's all.
Mm-hmm.
And then randomly I called him and said, would you like to play tennis?
Okay.
And he said, yeah, sure. And it was like as if he was very happy. Like now he doesn't have to give any interview. He won the World Cup and now he's very happy. He wants to play tennis.
Okay.
So he comes and he plays. He starts playing tennis with us.
Yeah, that
And the
must have
following
been.
that I'm going to say, Sandeepan will at some point kill me, but yeah, that's okay, I guess. So we're playing in partners, yeah. And I think initially Sandeepan and Anand were on one side, probably myself and Sashi were on other side.
Mm-hmm.
And Sandeepan is just holding the racket and kind of standing there, like as if he's playing badminton. So some ball goes, like let's say 3 feet away from him, and he's just doing meditation. This yeah, ball goes, yeah, okay, Anand will take. Anand somehow tries to take, but he cannot take it, and Anand's like, you could take that one, no? Sandeepan gives reply, no, usually I'm playing with Sashi, so I'm normally standing. Sashi is taking, he is running and he is taking he's hitting all the shots. From other side, Sashi is saying, yes, yes, I do that. While playing with Sandeepan, he is normally just covering this 3 feet area, meditating there, and I am covering the entire thing. So
Okay.
yeah, like overall, with Anand, I have seen the. If I have to sum it up in one thing, um, a very simple person. Like despite of with all the qualities he has, by nature he's very simple and humble. Like you don't feel like you're talking with a world champion. You always feel like you're talking with an elder brother or friend.
Nice. I think you're very
That's my
lucky
learning.
that you get to see all the sides. Like you got to spend so much time with him.
I will tell you one more thing. Like just now I mentioned, right, couple of minutes before that I'm not sure about the position, and someone in the chat said, kind of laughed, like, okay, how can I not be sure? I have noticed the more higher level you go, they are unsure about the positions, and the more lower level you come, the confidence level is very high. They know everything. White is winning, black is winning. This is Indian saying. When I'm talking to Anand, right, most of the time I'll be shocked. He'll be like, "Oh no, I don't know this. This is too complicated for me."
Uh-huh.
And then you get to understand that actually the stronger player, they knows that they don't know, like how much they don't know.
Yeah.
If I can put it properly, yeah.
So in Zen, it's called the beginner's mind. To have a beginner's mind, to not know anything while you're pursuing
Yeah,
something.
you are always trying to learn. Like no matter what level you are kind of trying to learn something new.
Yeah. So nice knowing about Anand, sir. And I think now Rakesh is ready to start the game. Let me have a confirmation from him. And what's happening in the chat? Yeah, very down to earth. 200. So Rakesh is here. So let me just remind him to start the next one. Yeah, the next game I started. You're playing against
I
Mayur.
play Mayur.
Yes, and
I'm
Mayur
playing
is
Mayur.
not listening to you while he's playing.
That's cute. I mean, he's from Japan.
Ah, okay.
He was my YouTube channel moderator, and currently he's a student in pro chess training in Group 2. So I
Wow,
see him
okay.
every now and then.
That's great.
But yeah, he started. Okay.
B3. A3, okay. I have seen this happen in some games, but I'm not sure how good this is. Is it like something that you recommend against B3?
No,
Because
no, of course not. Come on.
I'm sure Adiban must have paid some time, spent some time on this.
Yeah. Mayur just gave me a pawn.
Yeah, I think it was free pawn.
Some election campaigning is going on, so you might hear some background noise.
So when is the election there?
Sorry?
When is the voting date? When is it election?
It started kind of,
Ah, okay.
but I don't know why they have to play Hindi songs for that.
Yeah, so this game I think you are doing very good.
I don't like my last move. Why shouldn't I? Why didn't it? Okay, fine. Keeping protection on a4. Queen b1. Where should I take?
So for the next question, I would want you to play the audio clip that I have sent. You have a mobile
Okay.
phone next to you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, after this game.
Okay.
The C2 hangs.
Yeah, c2 is hanging. Um, so what is the cleanest way? Actually, let me play a3 just. I'll keep this pawn alive. I'll go rook a5. I'll go rook a8. And
Mm-hmm.
a3 was kind of supporting the b4 knight, so that rook b1 I can play a2. So it was meant for that. And here I'm
Okay.
happy, so I play rook a5 and then I take knight b7. Now he wants what? Knight b5 maybe, yeah?
Yeah, possible.
So let me fix this pawn.
Okay.
So I put my pawn on a2, which will take care of the rooks. Knight
Knight
a2.
A2. Yeah, I
Should
think
I
that was
check?
necessary.
Yeah, knight a2 was necessary. Knight a2 was actually a good move. But, okay, let me come back. Knight a2 was a very good move.
The training is paying off.
Yeah, where should I put the rook? Okay, let me keep it on a6. So I still keep the pawn alive. d4. This weakens the
C4 square.
square, but yeah, let's not bother. Let's just bring the king. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Knight on a2 is kind of, if he moves the knight, I'll play a2 and then put the knight on d4. Yeah, this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And now I should change some, or maybe let me get my knight.
Rook will probably go to C2, C1. Okay.
Yeah, so my two knights are interesting, like in a in a strange way controlling his knights, taking away c5 and a4 square.
Yeah.
Yeah, this change I don't mind, and now I'll put my rook to b2.
Yeah.
And no rush, bring the king, take the pawn,
Mm-hmm.
put the rook on b2. Yeah, let's not, let's control, okay, rook b, what should I do? Maybe rook a5. Trying to come from g5. Uh, take the pawn.
Yeah. Slowly and steadily we get all the pawns.
Yeah. All right, so I should play this video audio clip, yeah?
Yeah, the next thing is that you have to
And
play.
I play it in such a way so that everybody can hear, right?
Correct.
Okay. Hello, I think the guest can recognize me by my voice. So, first of all, hearty congratulations to him for being blessed with a baby girl, Arya. I can see she is on the road to become the youngest woman grandmaster as she's learning Berlin uh, from 3 months. It's a miracle. And my serious question to him is that which role he likes more, Surya the father or Surya the husband? And diplomatic answers are not allowed, like both. So, yeah, looking forward to his answer and thank you. Yeah, bye bye. Wow. Okay, very nice of Setu to ask this question. Um the answer is very easy. Surya the father, definitely,
And
without a doubt.
why so?
Uh, I think Arya taught me a lot of things. Uh, without Arya, I could not have imagined there are certain things that I'm capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so like every day is a new learning for me with Arya. And seriously, I mean, I could never imagine, like even Sudeshna, right? She never thought that I'll be able to do so much of, let's say, domestic work for Arya.
Uh-huh.
Like everything, literally, like there has been occasions where there is no one in the house. Sudeshna is out, and it's just me and Arya. And Sudeshna can be completely at peace. Like 3-4 hours, not a problem at all.
Wow.
So yeah.
So this learning happened as a part of your experience, or did you refer some manuals, or how?
So here is the thing. Throughout, when we were expecting, at this stage, number of times, Sudarshana kind of told me, we don't know anything about it. Like we have not made any study, we have not, read a lot of books or anything. And for me, the way I was seeing it is this is the most natural thing happening, right?
Yeah.
We should be able to learn just by intuition and just by normal instinct,
Yeah.
and that is what actually happened. I'll tell you what, from day 2 I am single-handedly giving Arya bath, like absolute single-handed, without any help. And I have not seen a single video on how to give a shower to
Wow.
a newborn baby, how to how to give a bath or how to give oil massage to her. I've never read anything, but somehow it just occurred. It just happened that it feels so natural. It feels so normal.
Yeah, that's amazing to know, and glad to know that you are enjoying your moments. Like a lot of people, like they don't get to spend time, but you are having this time
This is
also.
thankfully because of lockdown. Yeah, otherwise I don't think I wouldn't have.
Yeah, correct. Okay, on to the next game. So the next game is going to start. Be ready.
And this is bullet. Yeah.
This is likely to be a bullet. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Uzox. That's
Yeah,
the
bullets
player.
are better. My opponent is not playing.
Yeah, he's taking his time to make the move. Or maybe he isn't on chess.com/live.
I think
Or
he's because in bullet usually they will play immediately. Yeah.
yeah, I think we might have to abort this.
Mayur is saying probably I'll give a nice lecture on this. No, no, I won't do that.
Okay. Yeah, finally made a move.
Oh, started. Yeah. No, but come on. I mean, he has 20 seconds. How would I? Look, I'll wait for 20 seconds.
So you want to play at 20 versus 20.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is not. No, but they added. That's good.
Yeah, so where Rakesh is there, everything can happen. He can change time, increase time.
Yeah.
What is your way of chilling with chess? Like some people listen to music and play bullet. Have you found any means?
I come to chess.com YouTube channel and play with viewers.
Nice.
Okay, I'm ahead on time. I'll play rook b8, I'll play b3, put my bishop on g5, and then knight d5. He'll play rook b6, I'll play queen f3,
Yeah.
and then I'll play bishop g5. He'll probably play h6. Then maybe I'll put my bishop on b2 and start changing rooks. Okay, c5. I can actually take, put the bishop on g5, get rook to d1.
Yeah. So Dynamic Chess has a good comment. Mayur should share his experience of working at Pro Chess. Yeah.
Yeah, Mayur has joined Pro Chess from the very beginning actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is a win. Good job. Next question. All right. So this is question number 13. And what do we have? All right. This is a question from Deepak Maheshwari, I think. Yeah. What do you do for fitness in particular? How do you keep up?
Currently, as you can see, I've become like a bull, so I'm not doing much. But in general, so I do yoga. I've done karate for quite long time. I did gym. I was playing sports. I was doing tennis, badminton. I was learning table tennis. What else? Swimming. I was going for at some point. I was waking up at 5:30, going to stadium, and I had a professional trainer who would, train me
Wow.
for all sorts of athletic training.
I knew
So
that you were into badminton because I've seen pictures of you and Padmini playing badminton.
yeah, I was also learning badminton in Kolkata. Karate I did for I could not finish till black belt, so I was doing just before black belt I stopped. But I did for yeah, quite a period of time. I was learning martial art in Belgrade when I was training with Hari. This happened actually probably in 2018 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then we took a class of judo, so we were learning judo together.
Oh,
But
judo.
yeah, recently nothing. I'm just becoming fat. I'll start.
Okay. All right. So that's question 13, and we have the next game now. Okay. I think this will be a 5 minute. That's my guess. Yeah, it's a 3 minute game. Sayak Malik.
The guy who is reading Tintin from
Yeah.
Anandamela Sharodia.
Yes.
So there is a Fisher line. I played this a lot recently.
My only recollection of this, like the one game that comes to my mind when I see this, is the Sam Shankland's win in the US Championship.
Yeah. Actually, I was helping him for this game.
Ah,
So this was my idea also when Sam played this.
wow.
What should I do?
Trade or not trade?
Okay, let me again keep it as simple as possible. Just as simple.
I thought you would go knight a3 and knight b5, but maybe e5 was coming. Not
Yeah, I
really.
just want let this be a long game.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting a bit tempted. Should I? Okay, let's shift.
So these days, are you studying any classical player in particular?
I'm mostly busy with so Chessable courses there. Then there is Pro Chess training,
Mm-hmm.
so taking classes and so on. And also I'm training Gukesh, Nihal, Sara, and Jansaya for this Judith Polgar team.
Wow. Okay.
So that also takes a lot of time. And also in Pro Chess, I'm taking classes in various groups, starting from group 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And these were particularly challenging. Like when especially when you take a class in group 5, and there are a bunch of 2600 players sitting there. There is Prag, there is Moonli, there is Daniel Vocaturo. It's not exactly trivial.
Yeah, yeah. So that must have taken, like, you must first prepare material for them and then do the
You have to
lesson.
work for it. Yeah, you have to definitely work for it.
So have you also chosen material from your own games?
Absolutely. Not because there are some great games, but mainly because it's easier to explain from your own games.
To the viewers, for those who are chess.com premium members, those who have platinum and diamond, I think you must definitely check out Dada's video series. He did a series for chess.com where he shares some of the exciting positions from his experience as a coach, and I myself went through 4 of those 5 series, like 5 videos, and I had like a tough time cracking them, and it took me around 5 to 6 hours, to go through all the positions. So it's very instructive, and he also tells you the time you must take in each position. So I think it's highly
Yeah.
recommended. So was this your idea of like sharing positions, or was this given by chess.com?
No, chess.com. They contacted. Yeah, they wanted to make some sort of video, and
I really
then
enjoyed it, and it gave me a hint of how tough your positions are.
yeah.
Plus, there's also a
Yes.
video of my best game.
Sorry.
You also recorded a my best game video.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, those videos are quite tough. Why did he give me an exchange for free? I don't know.
Maybe you missed it.
I really want to play g5, but then he takes. Otherwise, he gets his knight to g5, which is
Knight to f7.
which is something I would like to avoid. But okay, uh, so then I have to take things a bit slow. If I could play g5, that would be really nice. But g5 takes g6. Not completely convinced. Okay, let's play simple. Mm, okay, let's play simple.
So there's some chat going on about anime. Have you ever watched any anime?
What are these? So Frozen is an anime or what?
Yeah, could be considered. I think it's animated series, but anime
Yeah, so
is I think slightly different, but yeah, could be considered.
less of Frozen.
Uh-huh.
What did I do?
You give a pawn, but okay, your opponent had h4, which he did not see, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, there you get your win, and it's time to ask the next question. All right. Okay, so this is a question from a
Anime
24.
is Japanese cartoon. No, I have not seen any of those.
Yeah,
I know Adiban was seeing some Naruto or something like that, but
correct.
I haven't seen it.
So the next question is, what is the structure of training recommended for someone who is overwhelmed by the areas to cover in chess? Let's say he has 3 months to practice and there are so many areas. How would you structure his training?
Almost zero openings, as
Okay.
little as possible. It's similar. I'll say similar. Like solve as many positions as you can. See games. I'll tell you how this typical structure happens. Mostly, we feel comfortable where we can memorize.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, like it's also from schooling system. Yeah, like we have to in most of the schooling system, we see that we have to memorize, and we have to write the same thing in exam hall.
Mm-hmm.
So in chess also, uh, in many cases I have seen, like parents are forcing the kids to memorize a bunch of things because that has been the habit for centuries, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And this leads nowhere. Like if we are just memorizing certain things and trying to implement those, so that's why opening is given so much of priority. You will see even in under 10, under 8 kids, people are memorizing opening
Openings, yeah.
like crazy. And if you look at the games, right, there will be 20 different mistakes happening from as soon as the knowledge ends. So if you prepare, to accept that uncomfortable situation, be comfortable in uncomfortable.
Situation,
But
yeah.
it's very difficult way to train. Like, but if you can be mentally, like you are comfortable with uncomfortable, and just then you study, classics, you solve positions, you do end games. You're basically training your mind, you are improving your calculation power, you're
Mm-hmm.
improving your thinking pattern, not just memorizing moves, but somehow memorizing. So working on opening is the easiest thing to do.
Oh, okay. That way you're
That's the
saying.
easiest thing to do, right? Because you just look at some games and turn on engine and say, okay, I'll play this, if he plays that, I'll play this. You're just memorizing a set of moves. It's like, you're in chemistry, you just memorizing certain formula without actually understanding it.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah,
So yeah,
I think
stop
that makes
opening.
sense.
Yeah.
So this is more about what not to do, like don't do too much openings, but then balance your other training and train yourself to play in uncomfortable positions, like train hard.
Yeah. So essentially, again, it comes to pattern recognition, of course, as you said. So the more position you solve, the more games you see, slowly all these things will, at subconscious level, you will get it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. On to the next game. So I think the next game will come. I think it will be a bullet because we have, yeah, this is a bullet. Yeah.
Diamond OP, yeah.
Diamond OP. Mm-hmm. So this is
Giving
D4,
bishops,
C5.
giving bishop for free.
Yeah. So there you've got a pawn as well. That's a very important pawn. And
I got the
probably
second pawn,
another.
and now restrict the knight.
Yeah, knight has nowhere to go there.
Let me be greedy.
Yeah. So like 3 pawns up. Yeah.
I could play. Never mind.
Sorry viewers, I just changed the scene. Now you can see the game.
I'll just queen the pawns.
Yeah. So have you ever played a game in which you promoted all your pieces to all the pieces?
No, no, no.
Like all the
I have never.
pawns?
I will quickly mate.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Never
actually
done.
great.
I've never done such things.
Okay. All right. On to the next question. The next question is by Vansh Pandya.
Oh, Vansh, hello.
Yeah. So I'll just read out. I think you have partially answered this question, but I'll read it out. I'm an amateur who is trying hard to gain the game knowledge and trying to build my skills in all formats. However, I'm sometimes not able to calculate moves and mess up my game. How do I improve?
मेरा एक फोटो रख लिया कर पॉकेट पे और उसको ऐसे ऐसे कर देना. नहीं, okay. Vansh is a very good kid. Um, So I think Vansh is also rushing a bit because he kind of started. He picked up very recent.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he joined Pro Chess also in very recent times, and I must say he's not necessarily very regular
Mm-hmm.
nowadays because he's busy with exams.
Acha.
But but I think we should we should analyze only after he has done proper training for like 6 months or a year. Then we'll get the improvement. In general, in his games, he's blundering a lot, which will kind of fade away the more he works on positions. So
Okay.
again, the same thing. You have to solve positions. You have to solve lots of puzzles.
I think on similar lines, Vishnu on Twitch is also asking. He is going to play a FIDE over the board tournament after 1 year very soon. What are the tips for him?
Sorry, who? Come again?
Vishnu is about to play an over the board event. Vishnu on Twitch, that's his username. He's about to play a FIDE rating tournament very soon. What are the tips to do well?
Wear a mask in your home, sit for 4 hours, and practice with a proper chess set. I actually mean it because when I played in Bangladesh, this was actually an issue because we are not used to, right? We are not used to wearing a mask and playing serious game for like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be a practical problem. So I think that should be done. Avoid checking engines right now in general, but even more important right now. And
Okay.
again, some positions.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
more or
you.
less getting serious. Oh, I have one more session for him. I don't know what kind of physical exercise you do, but this will be very important. Do some physical exercise. Anish Giri is saying hi. Is that even correct one? I don't think so.
Is that Anish Giri the original? I don't know. Where is he saying hi? Depends on that.
In the chat. Oh, my doubt.
Okay.
It wouldn't be there.
Yeah. All right. So I think on to the next game. We'll have the next one.
Oh, this is bullet. I'm playing on my boss.
Tanmay Borse. Yes, this is Bullet.
Everybody plays center counter somehow.
Yes, there are many Scandinavian fans. Have you played Scandinavian with the black side?
Once upon a time, yes.
Uh huh.
I'll just go for the bishop.
H6 is ugly, but maybe it's forced.
Could play bishop e4.
F3 and then bishop c6. Okay. Hmm. Black
Maybe I had to play. Maybe I could play b3 there.
b3.
Yeah, I couldn't resist to make this castling move.
Maybe it is Anish Giri.
It is Anish, eh?
Yeah. Because I see a logo.
Yeah, logo I also saw, but I thought it's easy to copy those logos.
Yeah. Yeah, but
What did
maybe.
I, should be made somewhere.
Hmm. Yeah, so you decided to capture the pawn. Ah, now it's a mate. Okay. On to the next question. This is by Spandan Gigi, again on Instagram, I think, or Twitter. His question is as follows: You have said in one of your streams that you knew very few openings when you became a GM. So, what was your inspiration behind this approach of absolute calculation, prioritizing calculation above all?
Yeah. So First of all, okay, I got computer very late. My
Mm-hmm.
first laptop was when I became grandmaster already.
Mm-hmm.
Back in those days, we could not buy original books, so it was mostly Xerox and handwritten notes and so on. So it was inevitable that we would like I would get into worse position.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
particularly, when you're playing in Europe, you're playing some Russians.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, so it became a matter of survival. Like you can escape only if your calculation is good. If your fighting spirit is good, only then you can escape. I personally mm, improved my calculation in the following method, which is also the way you would improve your, let's say, running skill.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you are running for the first time. For the
Mm-hmm.
first time you're running in ground, like literally, yeah,
Okay.
after, let's say, childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to run more than 2-3 minutes actually in a proper pace, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
People underestimate this, and they might say, yeah, I will run for 20 minutes, but they have no idea. Like if you have not run for a longer period of time, even 5 minutes, there's no chance you can continue. So what you do is you slowly increase. You do 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then, or you're making a round in a ground, so you make one round, then second day, two rounds, and slowly you increase. So the same thing I did with calculation. So everybody has their own periphery. Like let's say when I'm seeing a certain position now, maybe at a glance I'm seeing 7-8 moves. Somebody is seeing 3-4 moves. Somebody is seeing maybe 10-12 moves. Now I implemented this somewhere around 98, 99. I specifically remember because initially I got very bad results. I was coming into time pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started enjoying. So my process was as follows. Every game that I would play, every training game that I would play, so we are constantly making calculations, yeah, like in any given position, yeah, knight f6, bishop g5, blah blah blah, it goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, we tend to give evaluation.
Yes.
And consciously, whenever I will give evaluation, I'll make sure I calculate two more moves. So whenever
Okay.
I'm saying, okay, this, white is better, and I'm like, no, okay, go two more moves. So slowly, what happened was, going two more moves, then the ability to calculation kind of increased. And also for visualization, I was working blind a lot. like uh, like for instance, this book, yeah,
Don't have
this
to
book at
any.
some point, yeah, it was in my bedside, it was in my car. Even if I would go to washroom, I'll be going through it. When I'm going for running, let's say, I'll pick up a random position and have that in mind, and let's
Run.
say go for running.
Wow.
So I think end games you can train in different ways to improve your visualization skill, calculation skill.
Yeah.
I
This is.
got obsessed at some point with all the other parts of the game.
Yeah, this is something I have seen other players do, but this plus two, forcing yourself to do a little more. I think this is a nice approach. I think this can
Yeah,
work for all levels, not necessarily 26.
absolutely.
Yeah,
No, absolutely. That's what I meant. Like, from an unrated player to any level, this will work.
amazing, amazing.
You
I
keep
like
pushing
it.
yourself a little bit.
Thank you for that. On to the next game. I think this will be bullet.
Good.
I'm playing against Dynamic Chess. I am Karthik. He's from Karnataka. Yeah, you can see he's just coming from a tournament. He played the Karnataka State Championship.
Ah, okay. I haven't seen the move h3 on knight b3 as such. No, that was not intended.
Ah,
I didn't want to play this, but for some reason he gave me a pawn.
okay.
He would play a3, and I had to come back. It's making a square on d4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there will be another game starting soon because
Okay.
we are on game number 14, I think, and a few more games will be bullet because we have done more questions than games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remain on chess.com/live. Yeah, the next game is Nikhil Kul 1875. Reti.
I think he didn't expect C4. I'll probably get some pawns. Okay, let me start taking pawns.
Hmm.
Why not to take pawns? Yeah, if I'm getting
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh, you also got E4. Do you have
Yeah.
a favorite tactical theme or something?
No, no, no. If it is more unique, that I prefer more.
Um,
I don't have any particular theme.
I think windmill is the rarest tactical theme in my view.
What windmill? What is
Windmill,
windmill?
the skewer, like you go rook g7 check, king h8, rook f7 check, king g8, rook g7.
See, I told you I'm horrible with names.
So
Just absolutely no idea.
Russians call it seesaw, like it's a swing. You go up and down.
I have absolutely no idea if you are trolling me or if you are saying something serious.
No, no, this is something serious. This is from the book called Soviet Chess Primer, which is Gelfand's best book. Like he likes it a lot.
Okay.
So in that, this particular theme is mentioned as seesaw.
Okay.
Great. So that was a quick win. I think another game will also follow, and then we'll come to a question. Yeah. So Rakesh is going to get the next game ready. Meanwhile, I'm done with the questions from the comments that we received in social media. So now I think I have one question left for the chat. If there is any question from the chat, I can take it. Arya Rao, thank you for being here. Glad you like it. And yeah, do you remember that once you came to Chennai and you came there just from the Fujra Open and you showed us your win?
You know, when you started the stream,
Uh huh.
I was about to mention this. Okay, I just also want to say Ronak is challenging me. He probably doesn't know that I'm in some stream. So he said, "This is your first episode,
Yeah, this is my
you know,
first
this
episode.
series."
Yeah.
I was about to say, let this not be like Fujairah Open, which was a very strong event and bunch of 2700 players played. I was like 26-30. From round 2 to round 8, I played all the opponents who were higher rated than me, including some 2700. And then I ended up winning that tournament.
Yes.
And that was a very good feeling overall. But the tournament ended. Yeah, that was the only that was only one time it happened.
Yeah.
So when you said this is the first series, I was like, yeah, let this be not like Fujairah. Let this series continue for 100 episodes.
Yeah, yeah. The reason why it has stayed with me so well is because of the one line you mentioned. That you said that when your opponent attacks your piece, even before thinking of retreating, see if you can do a counter attack. So
Yeah.
that one line like really helped my game. Like can one line change your life? I think it did in some games. So that
So
stayed with me.
I always say, whenever your opponent makes a move, whenever, any position, two things. Yeah. First, you ask, what is he threatening? It doesn't mean you have to stop it. So first thing is, what is he threatening? Second question, do I need to respond to this threat or not?
Yeah.
So then you do all your whatever you want to do, whatever is your thinking, what move you want to make. So once you ask these two questions, it will help you actually. Particularly, when I'm saying you, I'm saying to the viewers mainly. Particularly at let's say uh, up to 1800 level and so on. Like, it's basically applicable at every level. But if we make it a practice, what is my opponent threatening, and do I need to stop it?
Uh huh. Okay, thank you. Next game has begun, and you're
I
playing
have
against.
played my moves. I have
Yeah.
played my first two moves actually.
Oh, I guess second move is c4.
No, not this time.
Oh, then g3. Oh, but unfortunately, I don't see a move from your opponent yet. Yeah.
Yeah, no move.
Dynamic chess, he meant the second point was whether you should react to that threat, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Not how should I. Whether like is it really a threat?
Yeah.
Then you can decide, yeah, whether you want to defend it or not. Because sometimes opponent is attacking a pawn or piece, and the common tendency is to retreat. But maybe he cannot take it at all.
Yeah. I think we'll start the next game. This player is 2300.
Okay, good.
His ID, his name is Shiv Shom, so I think he's 2300. Just letting you know before you play.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. This is Manpreet, not this. But okay, continue.
A5. Yeah. Why
Okay.
did he play?
Probably nervous, First time is getting a chance to play a grandmaster. Maybe that could be the reason.
His connection is also not so great.
Manpreet OP. So OP is the term I learned only during the lockdown.
I have learned so many things during lockdown, like so many things. And OP is definitely one of them too.
So after this, there will be a last game that will be against a 2300.
Okay.
I have a question. Have you ever checkmated by castling?
No. But I have played the move castling after move 40 or after, around move 36 against Shirov, which was actually the best move objectively.
And what did that record stand for a while?
No, 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 no. I'm pretty sure not. In
Uh-huh.
my personal game, maybe yes, but
Acha. When was this game against Shirov?
Shirov was Edmonton, yeah, 2017 maybe.
Edmonton, okay. Yeah, we saw a lot of themes in this game. One was discovered check, one was spin. Yeah, this is spin. Yeah, now I see the mate. Good one. All right. So I have a question now before you play the last game. What is the secret behind your shirts? I see they are all chess oriented. What's the secret? Who is this manufacturer?
Oh, not just chess oriented. Recently, one of my friend told me that most of my shirts are either chess or cartoon oriented. I'm wearing either some Asterix or some Tintin, some Tom and Jerry or some chess. But then I noticed, no, I actually do have lots of plain T-shirts which I also wear. But
People
somehow
don't
this gets
notice.
more. Yeah, I don't. I like this chess themed shirts. I like it.
Yeah, I am also a huge fan. So, I mean, we have a big announcement coming up very soon from chess.com, but more on that later. Now, I'm going to pick one more question from the chat, and then
Okay.
of all the shirts you have, I think, tried during an event, I saw one where you have all the pieces and you say it's my team or something like that. My
My
crew.
yeah, my crew, my crew.
My
Yeah, yeah,
crew. Makes sense.
yeah.
All right. So, last question from the chat. Let me see if there is one serious question. All right.
Yes, this Ishan Shuk says next time bring AD would be amazing. Actually, I also think you should bring Adiban and make the stream in Hindi.
Okay. We'll consider, yes. Okay, this is a nice question. Have you kept account of the countries you have visited?
At some point, I was doing it. It is around 70, but
70.
70, yeah. But then, so 70 countries, like not counting the countries where I have been number of times, yeah. But mostly, like let's say Spain, Germany, and in Europe, Greece, for instance, I have been to so many places, particularly in Spain and Germany, like so many cities, and so many times I'm visiting there. At some point, I feel like it's enough. Yeah, I should also go to some other countries as well.
So, which is that
Uh,
one country you keep visiting?
Germany the most, I think, because we were training with Anand in Germany, and also I'm playing in leagues. Yeah, so I'm playing Chinese league, German league, Spanish league, and Greek league. So these four countries I'm visiting a lot. In general, Europe I'm traveling way too much.
Okay.
And my favorite places, there are many actually. I like New Zealand, Australia,
Hmm.
Gibraltar. I like Rome is there fascinating. Asia, there are so many nice places in Asia. Of course, India I love. What else? France is good. Also,
Yeah, a lot of countries.
it's very difficult to say like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I can tell you one thing. Like two places that I really want to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, three. South Africa, because I'm big fan of wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope I'll go to South Africa one day and meet Kevin Richardson. Egypt, I want to visit, and Japan. So these three
Japan.
are in the top list, which I would like to do, but I haven't got a
I
chance yet.
think Japan is very likely. I'm certain you will visit Japan.
Well,
Very
there
likely.
are no chess tournaments, no. Like I have to go otherwise.
Yeah, maybe some vacation or something.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe Mayur will organize something.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. All right, on to the next game. This is the last game.
So this Vidit Gujarati cannot be the right one, yeah. Although again the logo is,
No, they usually have their tick, I think.
yeah, yeah. They have the tick, yeah. Dips. By the way, this Diptanshu, he is my friend, yeah. Like he is my board game teacher.
Oh, Diptanshu.
Dips, yeah. Dips 2713. Oh, so the game started, yeah. What am I
Yeah,
playing here?
you are
I have
playing
only
bullet.
33 seconds for some reason.
I think he'll manage the time. Like
No
Rakesh will
worries.
add. Yeah, it's done. Scotch.
I just randomly played. I didn't think anything.
Have you ever considered a thought of writing a book?
Uh, I got many offers, but somehow it always felt too much of work.
Uh huh.
So how should I do this? Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I play H5 actually? Very weird move.
I thought it was good. It's poking at the bishop.
Not necessarily. I mean, I'm not very happy with my. Oh, oh, I don't have time. What
This
am
is a
I
bullet
doing?
game, yeah.
Bullet. Completely forgot it's a bullet game.
So this was intentional to give up that exchange.
Yes. Again, not the smartest thing to do.
This is going to be close.
I lost on time probably. I won on time.
Mate in one. Okay. That's quite low. 0.1 second plus mate in one, still one. Okay, that was fun. So how was this experience of playing 20 games, answering 20 plus questions?
It was good. It was good, and yeah, I actually lost count when did I play last time online? Haven't played for ages.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. Hopefully, yeah, this show will be very good. Keep inviting all the players, and I thoroughly enjoyed.
I also learned a lot of things from this stream by listening to your answers, and I had great fun. The time just flew away. We're already at 7:10. So thank you for agreeing to be part of this series and being the first guest on our show. And I will,
Thanks. I'm actually very curious now. What is going on in this Polgar Kramnik match? Yeah.
yeah. So that's, I think that's going to happen soon,
Yeah.
where you are the trainer for 4 players.
Yeah. Gukesh, Nihal, Sara, and Jansaya.
Yeah. So these players will be playing against Team Polgar, and you can watch the game. I think it will start in about 15 minutes from now. And I
Correct.
would like to end by thanking all the moderators for helping us with the name list of players, as well as to all the chat who sent us their questions. On the left, you can see I have put the videos that Ganguly Dada has done for chess.com. Please go to chess.com/videos and you can just search Ganguly and the videos will appear. Any last thoughts, Dada?
Uh, no, no, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
No, no thoughts.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Niranjan. And by the way, thanks to you, many people are not aware. Niranjan helped me a lot when I was streaming in YouTube. So he helped me. He was very patient, with me, teaching me OBS and everything. So he
Yeah.
was one of the guys who taught me a lot of things.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging.
Yeah. Take
Okay.
care. Bye. And thanks,
Bye.
Rakesh.
Thanks, Rakesh. Yes. And thanks, chess.com for letting us do this. I liked it.
One last thought. Lovely shirt. Yeah. Nice dress, as they say.
Thank you. This is my mother's choice.
Very nice.
Okay, then.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.